You walk up into a church and be 25, 30, 35. You ain't got nobody and they looking at you, what's wrong with you? If I'm not married, I'm not enough. Singleness may be the most important time of your life. So you think you with somebody else is gonna make it better, but they sick of themselves too. So both of y'all about to just be sick. Is that most people get into marriage and they try to figure out their singleness because they never took the time to be single. So they're trying to figure out how to be married and be single, and it never will work. That we think that marriage will solve our loneliness problem. I'm coming to somebody's house today. And the topic we're going to talk about today is singleness. You see, no woos on that. It's like, oh, singleness? Pastor Mike, now you said this was a series on dating and marriage. I'm struggling in my marriage right now. May I suggest to you that it's a singleness problem? Well, Pastor Mike, I got my boyfriend here. Look, he don't even come to church. And you gonna talk about singleness? I'm not even single anymore. But your singleness may be the issue in your relationship. How much God talks about the individuals and not the relationship. When you come into church, you hear stuff like this. Marriage is the cornerstone of the relationship that God created for the human family. I've heard that all my life, something like that. But when I go back to the beginning, the first thing that God created was not marriage. So when I look at the landscape, everybody's goal, or I'll say most people's goal, is marriage in relationship. That is the ultimate goal that we come out the womb. When you see little kids and they're playing with Ken and Barbie, what are they saying? Oh, they're gonna get married. And we learn this society-wide. We learn this from church culture. You walk up into a church and be 25, 30, 35, and you ain't got nobody, and they looking at you, what's wrong with you? Everything okay? Now, I've been seeing you spend a lot of time with your friend Jerome. What kind of relationship do you and Jerome have? Mothers say to their sons, come on and get married. I need grandkids before I die. We say stuff that allows people to feel that somehow in my single state, I may not be enough. Like if I'm not married, I'm not enough. And God knows the desires of your heart. So I'm not trying to get anybody to think that God doesn't want them to be married and that you can't have a loving relationship and that what you dream about and see. But I want to be real with you this morning. And I want to let you know that singleness may be the most important time of your life. The space where you are not responsible for anybody else except yourself. The problem is most of us negate that season trying to get to a preferred future that we don't know about. I begin to do some research, y'all. 50% of marriages in America end in divorce. What does that mean, Pastor Mike? That would be the same thing as your flight attendant telling you that this plane has a 1 out of 2 chance of getting to our next destination. How often would you fly? Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a 50% chance this thing is gonna crash and burn and you're gonna die. But so many people go into marriage so haphazardly. Oh, I seen them. They fine. Oh, look. Light skin, hazel eyes. Just what I dreamed. But you looked on the outer. You didn't know what was on the inside. And see, this is the thing about marriage. is it's such a strong covenant that God tries to convince us not to do it unless you know that's what you're supposed to do. And most of us are so sick of singleness that we think that marriage will solve our loneliness problem. I'm coming to somebody's house today. So you think you with somebody else is gonna make it better, but they sick of themselves too. So both of y'all about to just be sick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you think or you thought, and if married people were honest in this room, you see how quiet everybody is today? Like everybody just holding their spouse, just tight-lipped. But we're coming to give truth so it'll set you free, okay? What ends up happening is that most people get into marriage and they try to figure out their singleness. Because they never took the time to be single, so they're trying to figure out how to be married and be single, and it never will work. See, because when you get into marriage, then there's conditions that you have to do as the husband, that you have to do as the wife, but you do your own thing. You got your own car. You INDEPENDENT. Okay, you're independent. I understand. Okay? Yeah, I understand that you got all that, but you were supposed to be all that before you became one. So you're mad now because you just can't spend your money any way you want to. But that's not your money anymore, it's y'all's money. For this reason should a man leave his wife and the two become, you mad. Because you didn't take time and figure out you single. And when you don't know you won't pick right because you'll pick what you think you want. But when you get into marriage, that's why divorce is so detrimental, because it's the ripping away of souls. It's not just we're not connected body. It literally, my mind, will, and emotion was connected with that person. Now to get a divorce, we are ripping that apart. That's why divorce is the worst death to ever have. It's worse than actual death. Oh, Pastor Mike, I promise you it is. Why? It's because when somebody actually dies, there's closure. You can bury them, you can cry, you can grieve, and it's over. With divorce, it is a perpetual death. Because every time you see them, it's a resurrection of your emotions. I can't believe I wasted all that time on him. And then he gonna be sitting over there with her. You were having a good day until this. You have to talk about finances and alimony and kids and all these different things. See, some of you are so ready to get married. Before you do, you need to talk to somebody who's been divorced. Because they will tell you, don't do this if you don't know that this is what you're supposed to do.